Hey guys, and welcome to the first video on my channel. I'm making this video for two reasons. One, to introduce the channel and what to expect from me, but also to give my first impressions on Call of Duty Modern Warfare based on what I've played so far within the beta. So first of all, to my channel, my name is Aiden and I'm from London. I'm 19 and I've sort of flirted with the idea of running a YouTube channel since I discovered YouTube back in primary school, which is like 9-10 years ago. Back then I made a few videos on this very channel under the name Jetfire212 where I uploaded montages for both FIFA and Call of Duty. My upload schedule was terrible though, and I wasn't committed, so I gave that up. Also as part of a collab channel called Bullet Bills with three of my friends, but I was only involved for a short amount of time before leaving that. This time I plan on having a regular upload schedule and trying to make better content than I did the first time round. As you can probably see, my channel name is now AH Gaming, those are my initials, and I plan on uploading gaming videos. As of now, I do not have a set game that this channel is going to be. FIFA will be a big part of this channel though, when that is released in a couple of weeks, as it will be the game I'm playing the most regularly. After that, Call of Duty will become the main content, since the game I'm the most excited for this year, and I believe it's probably the game I'm best at playing at, in my opinion. However, not every video will be Call of Duty or FIFA videos. I am a massive Apex Legends fan and have a catalogue of videos ready to upload from that game, which you will see soon. I also will also occasionally upload games such as Rainbow Six Siege and Fortnite, but they won't be regularly uploaded since I just simply don't play them enough to upload. In the future though, when I buy more games for my PS4, since I've only had this for about a month, I had an Xbox before that, I will make content on them as well, such as I plan on making a Minecraft series in the future, as well as any new releases that come out, such as Cyberpunk 2077 next year, as I'd like to maybe make a run through that game. As to what else to expect from my channel, leave any suggestions below you'd like to see. For example, if there's a specific game you'd really like, if you'd like me to make a video on or a series on, then let me know and I'll see what I can do. If there is anything within the games I already plan on uploading that you'd like to see, then let me know these ideas. I want to keep you guys engaged as much as possible, really. Most of the games I upload won't be solo commentary though. For example, I do play Apex with my brother, so you have two voices in most of those videos. He has his own channel that he uploads to, so whenever I make a video he is in, I will link his channel in the description for you guys to check out. You may also hear voices of my friends in different videos who, as far as I'm aware, don't have a channel, so not every video will be like a YouTube collab as they call it. If there are any content creators out there though that do wish to collab with me on a game or a series, then let me know, as I am always looking for new people to play with. I would love to reach new audiences as well. Enough about my channel though, let's talk about the main topic of this video. My first impressions of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, these are all based on my opinions, so if I say something you believe is wrong, don't get too angry with me. I've played a very minimal amount of the beta due to busy schedule during its release, but I feel now I've got through probably like 12 levels in game. I've forged an opinion based on this beta. I am going to start with the negatives first, get them out of the way. There aren't many bad things I can say about this game so far. It's pretty much exactly what we've been asking for years, return to the old Call of Duty. The first negative that I'd like to discuss is the footstep sounds. As somebody who frequently uses footsteps in game to gain an advantage on an opponent, which I know many others do as well, the footstep sounds can be vital. I'm not sure if it's just that I need to change the audio mix, but I feel that sometimes the footsteps don't really correspond to where the opponent actually is. For example, there is a point in this game where an opponent was above me, jumps down, I immediately snap left thinking that's where he is, because that's where the footsteps come from. Luckily I react quick enough as he shot me to realise he's actually behind me, to turn on him and actually win that gunfight. Once again, maybe that's just me being bad at hearing, but in my opinion the sound just seems to be a little bit off. Another negative I found is the visibility of plays can be quite unclear at times. Maybe it's also something I can tweak in the settings by changing the brightness or something like that, but there are times in a match I'll run past the enemy and he's not very visible. because he's in a dark corner, or there's been some circumstances where I've got a player's name of a teammate on the other side of the map is above their head, so I don't actually realise it is an enemy, keep running, and they kill me. Once again, that's maybe something I can tweak myself, but if not, then I'd consider that a negative of the game. The last negative I'd like to talk about maybe isn't negative of the gameplay, but something that has irritated me within the game, and that is flashbangs and concussion grenades. Throughout the game, flashbangs, concussions thrown frequently, and it could just be me getting salty about it, but if you get hit multiple times in a row, die multiple times in a row, it does become very, very irritating. Also means when the game fully comes out, and when I first prestige, I'm going to spend that prestige token on unlocking Battle Hardened, which is a perk that reduces the effects. It also means I have to actually run this perk, when I could actually use a perk that might actually be a bit better than it, but I have to use it just to keep my frustrations down. Once again, could just be me getting salty about it, but the flashbang, in my opinion, goes on for far too long. Shouldn't be an item that guarantees a free kill, which from what I've gathered in this game so far, it seems to do that. However, onto the positives of this brilliant game though. First one I'd like to point out is the gameplay feels incredibly smooth. I don't think I've felt once during this beta so far that bullets aren't hitting, frame rates are dropped or something like that. Everything just seems to work as it should, and all the guns that I've used so far seem to be quite balanced as well. For example, quite easily when any gunfight's using the deagle, same with snipers in close quarters, things like that. Which at the moment I enjoy, because it means a player can play the game they want to play. You don't have to choose a class based on what the OP is in the game. As past Call of Duties, from what I remember, each patch had a new OP gun that everyone just used over and over and over again. Hopefully though that doesn't change in the game. I hope we can continue using a variety of guns without having to go back to just using OP guns. Another positive about the game so far is to create a class. Call of Duty seems to have nailed it this year by removing class selection points, I believe it's called, something like that. It means you can have as many attachments, not as many, you've got about 5 attachments on your gun. You don't have to worry about oh, I can't have this perk because I have to put this attachment on, or oh, I can't carry a secondary because I want to have this attachment or this perk or whatever. It just means we can have the class the way we want it, really, at the end of the day. The next positive though I'd like to discuss could maybe be seen as a negative for some of you. Seems to be that the game rewards the better players in the game rather than giving them a disadvantage. The old Call of Duties, they seem to favour weaker players by giving them rewards throughout the game to give them an edge over other players. However, it seems this year, if you're good at this game, you're able to dominate many games, which in my opinion seems quite fair. Every game does have a skill gap, and I don't see why better players should have a handicap just because they've maybe played the game longer or just have a better natural ability on the game. The last positive from this game would be, in my opinion, be the maps. Now, this could also be controversial, but in Black Ops 4 there wasn't one new map that I actually enjoyed. And by that I mean the only maps that I enjoyed were recreations of old maps from Black Ops 2, for example, in slums. This meant that I struggled to actually enjoy matches just because all the original maps you went on just weren't good in my opinion. This year all the maps seem to be quite enjoyable though. There's a variety of different places to have gunfights. For example, during this game on Hackney Docks, the main place to fight throughout the game switches up. As you can see throughout the game, I do try and mainly stick to B flag, but throughout the game sometimes fights happen in the middle of the map because that's where the enemies are pushing, or even sometimes the opposite side of the map of B. And this is a variation in the game I believe some of the older CODs have been lacking. So remember, main gunfights being the exact same spot every single game. Now though, that is my opinion on Call of Duty Modern Warfare wrapped up so far based on the beta. I would like to discuss one aspect of the game I wish to see this year, and that is party games. Now, back during Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3 era, that sort of time, a prominent part of the game was party games, or wager matches as it's called back then. I think this added such a cool aspect to the games, as it meant you didn't have to play the same game modes all day long, trying to dominate objectives, for example. I mean, you and your friends can go into a game, random circumstances, and try not only beat your friends, but others as well, to become the best in the lobby. Now, I believe that party games were the most enjoyable part of Call of Duty at one point, as it's so unpredictable. You could have a good laugh with your friends. For example, you can go on a gun game, you never know if someone's just going to go around knifing and demoting you each time. It was always a good laugh, in my opinion. Recent Call of Duty, though, they haven't released these game modes, or they released them late into games for limited times, for example. And I'm hoping that this year it changes from the start. I want to see gun game, I want to see infected, I want to see maybe sharpshooter, one in the chamber, sticks and stones, maybe even games from like Modern Warfare 3, like Money in the Dank or Drop Zone, for example. I think this adds such a cool variety to this game, something I would actually kill to have in this game. But anyway, we're going to wrap up this video now, guys. That's my opinion on the channel, what's coming in the future, my first impressions of Call of Duty beta, and what I wish to see actually come into the game, etc, etc. But anyway, we'll finish the video here, guys. This game's about to finish any minute, so if you want to enjoy the last 30 seconds, you can do. But anyway, my name's Aiden, and peace.
Find your courage. Victory will come.